getting cheek, but really,
But you know, and I get into arguments with people this all the time. There's a difference between LGBT community and a race. Those are two different. Those are two different representations in America.
Yeah,
those are not the same. People try to put those together, and the mistake they make is I am discriminating against my color.
Hold on, wait. Hold on.
So I don't
let you finish. I'm gonna let you finish.
I can't put those together. But
okay.
But let me say this. I want to say this though. There's a big difference between hoping that your president will do something for you and strategically planning for him to do something for you. In my opinion, black people didn't strategically plan
at all.
And so strategy is not him. We didn't get the strategy. We just voted.
Yeah.
And, you know, everybody can vote.
Yeah.
We just voted him in office without a strategy. Saying,
it's like, we got a black man in the presidency.
We didn't ask for anything. Like this is the thing. This is my biggest thing about voting. If I'm going to vote, and you want my vote, you need to do something for me.
Yeah, you have to earn my vote. Yeah, definitely.
But if my vote doesn't mean anything to you, are you kind of see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if my vote has no meaning. Like, if I don't feel it, like, I vote for you, I got to do something for you.
Yeah, yeah.
He didn't feel that from black people because we didn't ask for anything. We just voted for him.
On the basis that he was black.
And that's it. And then it was like, well, brother, since you black, you take care of me, we take care of you. But they didn't have anything, they didn't have an agenda. So that's just me. Like, and I feel like Obama did everything he could based on his situation. Based on his situation, office. Because if you notice, almost everything he presented got vetoed. Everything. I bet he was the most vetoed. They vetoed all this stuff. It's like, nah, send this back.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Him and who else they did not like? Kennedy. They vetoed Kennedy every chance. So with those things being around the presidency, I feel like Obama did the best he can. And on the back end, see, we talked about this. Yeah.
In our community, the change is not going to be made with the adults.
Oh yeah, all.
You can just get them on your team to rally.
Yeah,
into the change has to be made with the next generation. So Obama actually started, I think it's called MBK Mentorship Program, where he's mentoring and has reading programs and literacy programs and getting people becoming teachers a lot faster. He has a program set up for that to give back to black and brown people.
That's what's up.
It's cool. It's dope, man. It's so cool. So. Yeah.
But black and brown people are still getting killed.
Yeah, but
and it's still totally legal.
But we've been getting killed for hundreds of years.
And it's still totally legal.
So that's all I'm saying. I'm saying that
you had one job, guy. Like if you would have just did that,
angry Josh,
you could have been the perfect president
in your eyes,
in my eyes. And this is totally Rucker's opinion, okay? Like this doesn't at all, describe the opinions of Spreaker or iHeartRadio or anything like that. This is totally Josh Rucker. You had one job.
But my other question, Josh, is this: with the LGBT community and the Hispanic community, they feel like he did a great job.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
if I was a part of that demographic, those demographics,
you feel like he did?
I would too.
So, but why do they feel that way though?
Because he actually did stuff for them.
But they did stuff for him too.
And I understand that. I'm not saying that you're completely wrong. I'm saying the rationale behind that for me is wrong. Morally. And I know mixing morals and politics is
let's take it to a universal principle.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be around people that don't reciprocate back to me what I'm giving them.
So to an extent.
I'm not.
Well, okay, I look at it like this. If somebody, I don't know, somebody has a need for something, you know, and I'm full. My glass is running over.
This?
Why wouldn't I bring? I wish I had a vision.
No, you got me. No, Josh, you know what? You got me.
Oh no,
you got me. I get what you're saying. You using my argument against myself.
Okay, so
you're right. No, you're right. You are right, buddy. You're right. You're right. Let's get to this last topic.
Yeah, last thing, man.
Okay, so last thing was the WYD text.
Yeah,
but it was specifically about cash flow.
Cash flow.
Because on that chart, she had her bills written down.
Yeah, she had quite a few. Like expensive bills.
She did.
I think it was like $6,000-$7,000 a total.
Total was like 6,000 some and some change.
A month, yeah,
a month. You know, I'm okay. So let me say this: she got those bills.
Yeah,
cool. She could be living anywhere, but that's irrelevant to us.
To us, right?
To me, if you can have the cash flow, not the income, if you have the cash flow to maintain and take care of those bills. If say for instance she made $10,000 a month, $6,000 is nothing.
It's nothing.
So it's relative.
Yeah.
So if she has a cash flow, would she really be too busy to care about getting WYD texts?
Interesting. I don't see how she wouldn't have the time.
Because generally when you have positive cash flow, you most times have a lot of time. Mm-hmm. But if you look at the wealth building principles, because you find ways to leverage time. And so if you're leveraging time, you're not just letting your labor dictate how much you make.
Yep.
And I think so many people, I had to learn this, and I ain't saying I'm perfect at this yet, but finding that balance between time and labor and all that. Oh my
God.
That's important to building wealth because you have to put your money into things that leverages or creates more time for you.
I suck at that, let me tell you.
Really?
Yeah.
So what do you normally spend your time doing?
Usually research or I'm at work. So I work a night job, and that takes up anywhere from 8 to 12 hours. So
let's put this in perspective, because I think I saw a post where she was actually in college for her PhD or doctor, something like that.
Yeah.
So let's look at her, like, kind of take your time and schedule and add school into it. So you work 8 hours a day, 12 hours a day.
Yeah.
So it's 24 hours in a day.
It's 24.
Let's round it at 10. So let's say 10. Now you got 14 hours left.
I got 14 hours left.
You got to sleep. Now, so you do 4 or 5 hours.
I usually sleep about 4 or 5 hours.
So let's give us 6.
Okay.
5 to 6 hours. So let's say 5. Let's say 5. So 5. So 5 off of that.
We had
14 left.
Yeah.
We had 9 now.
We had 9.
9 hours left.
Yeah.
So
another 9. I mean,
another 2, maybe an hour, maybe for like commute time.
Yeah, commute time.
So now we're
probably
looking at 8
all day, probably about an hour. Yeah.
So now you got 8 hours left.
Research takes up a good chunk of that. I know I
4
research
or 5?
at least. Yeah.
So research you in school?
We'll just say 4. Yeah.
4. So how much we got left now?
We had 5.
5. You have 5 hours left.
5 hours.
And don't have a family or kids or children or
that's it then.
A recreational time. It's gone.
That's it. You're gonna have to give up some time somewhere else.
But let's say you created a product or service, because next week we have a conference in Little Rock. It's 100% free. Mm-hmm. You can come out. The flyers on our social media sites. Check out the Wealth Effect to see the flyers and Josh's page and my page. But next on the 29th we have a free cash flow, credit, and corporation event where we're gonna break down student loans, how to pay $0 and get them to forgive them.
Yeah.
Josh's gonna talk about corporations and how to set one up, and Latanya's gonna go over credit. You don't want to miss this.
You don't.
And it's free. We give it back.
Man, like giving away.
100% free.
If I had something like this when I was first starting out, I'd be so much farther along.
So because we have this going on next week, this gets to the 5 hours left. Mm-hmm. And I just want to say this, and you can add to it, and then we'll be done.
Yeah.
So let's switch this and look at this from a wealth effect. How can a wealth effect effectively affect her?
Yeah.
Dang, that would have been good, but but yeah. So let's say, for instance, she learned how to create a business and had a product or a service. Let's say she had a product. Mm-hmm. So she has a product, and let's say the wealth effect took place, and she got everything put in order.
Yeah.
And she started her product. And let's say a year or 2 later, she now is selling that product consistently and making $8,000 to $9,000 a month.
Yeah.
From that product.
Totally doable.
So how many times did she create that product?
One time.
Yep. So that's what leverage is. You create something one time and sell it 1,000 times or a million times.
Yeah.
And so that's how you create leverage. So what I would say is, Josh, in your situation, find a product or service to sell. Create more time for yourself.
Yeah.
And then you had a wealth effect. Because wealth is about more time, not just more money.
Time. Mm-hmm. More time. More
money is important. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
Money is right next to oxygen in this world.
Yeah.
In this world, to some people. But yeah, so that's the wealth effect.
And I guess essentially that's what I did when I started my business. I leveraged my time. So instead of now asking somebody to, hey, pay me, $15 an hour, pay me $20 an hour to do X number of duties. And now I'm saying, hey, I charge this much to do this, or to tell you this, or, to show you how to do this. Mm-hmm. And so now
you created more time.
Yeah, I created more time, just leveraging skills and knowledge that I had.
And that's what it's about. So join us next week, next Saturday. Like I said, if you're in the Little Rock area and you want to come out, support, we're going to be doing a free event. And on top of that, we're going to have it available for people nationwide after the event. Yep. So you better get it after the event. If you can't make it, that's fine. We'll have a recorded session for you. And just put in the comments or wherever that you want the event. That's all we got today. This is Katie Young.
This is Josh Rucker.
We love you.
Peace.